Okay, first of all, Jimmy Butler needs to have his back to the baseline, okay? No, this is not how you guard away from the ball with your back to the sideline. Open up, back to the baseline. So now when this player comes this way, there's no place to go. And I can stunt and recover, okay? And I don't have to move. I don't have to move my feet inward. But look at Jimmy Butler. See? Not in the gaps like he's supposed to. So now this player is able to keep his dribble alive, draw help, and it's a wide open three. Don't guard above the three-point line away from the ball. Stop. So your man's all the way here near half court. Great. You need to drop and be in the gaps. So when this player comes this way, I'm stunting, dribbles picked up. Recover all the way out there if you need to. Okay? But look, you're guarding above the three-point line, so now there's a driving lane that Jason Tatum should never have. And look, he's going to be able to go right to the rim, and it's going to be an easy two. For Jimmy Butler, you've got to sprint back in transition. Sprint, 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 okay? Then you can guard the ball around the three-point line, maybe a little bit above it. But look at this. What are you doing? Why are you gambling towards the ball? See, look at this. Now you're never underneath the ball. So now instead of this player being able to go here, he's got to step up here, and now this player's going to be cut, is going to be wide open, okay? And you're going to be forced to foul, and it's 2 shots for Robert Williams. All right, there's no communication here, clearly. What is going on here? Stop. This is a terrible switch, okay? We got 2 people guarding the ball, all right? On this screen, if you're switching up, under, over, but instead, when you have miscommunication, even the slightest, it's gonna kill you. Because look, now this player's got to retreat back, and he can't guard Jaylen Brown one-on-one, and it's an open three. Terrible transition defense here. So Celtics have the ball. Look how long this player is just going to be ball watching for. Why are you constantly looking at the ball? What are you doing? Okay, right now, sprint. Sprint, sprint, sprint. That's the only thing you're focusing on. Sprinting and making sure you're behind Jason Tatum. But you're just going to stare at the ball, so now Jason Tatum's going to get behind you, and it's an easy 2. Have to call out the flare screen. Okay, stop. This player's clearly setting a flare screen. So right now you got to be calling out flare, flare, flare. So this player knows to get up and over the top. Okay? Because he can't get nailed by this flare screen. Okay? You call out the flare. This player knows he's got to get over the top of the flare, and you're okay. But look what happens. There's no communication because this player's going to get nailed by this flare screen. Okay? And now it's just an easy drive for Jason Tatum, and it's an and one. All right, if you're Bam Adebayo, you got to be better than this. All right? So here comes Bam Adebayo. He's going to say, no, I don't need to help anymore. So now he's going to box out Robert Williams. Right now, you got to get low with Robert Williams. Use your butt. Get him out of here. Get low, though. Use your butt. See, you can't box out high or clear out high like this. Okay, you got to get low. And then you can't, because look what happens. Now you end up just boxing out half of Robert Williams. If you had gotten right into his jersey, gotten low, used your butt, and pushed him out, the only one getting this rebound is you. But you're boxing out high, so now look. Now you're boxing out half of Robert Williams. Now this becomes a 50-50 ball that Robert Williams gets, and it's a layup. You cannot run drop coverage on a ball screen set beneath the three-point line. You just can't. I mean, this is a 2-on-1, and it's wide open layup. Okay? So right here, what am I doing here? I would hedge. Get this ball handler out of here. I can have backside help here. This Heat player can occupy these Celtics players 2 passes away. Okay? The second this ball handler hesitates, picks up his dribble, brings his dribble back, does anything other than continue to attack off of this big who's hedging high's hip, which, by the way, just pushes him further away from the play, I can easily recover and bump you backside defender back over. But running drop coverage on this kind of ball screen is idiotic. It's just way too easy. You can't switch over the top of this ball screen. Stop. Ball screen is set. You're immediately underneath. You're immediately up. When you switch over the top, this happens. Now they're just able to throw it right over the top, and it's an easy 2. That all happened because you switched over the top, not underneath. This is not how you guard away from the ball. Look at this. You have to be seeing ball and man at all times. Right now, you're only seeing man. Drop underneath the three-point line. See ball, see man, back to the baseline. Because look, now if you're seeing ball, this player comes here, I can stunt, get his dribble picked up, and recover. But I'm hugging the three-point line, not even looking at the ball. So now this player is going to drive right through, okay, and he draws a 2-shot foul. Switch this ball screen, totally fine. It's always fine to switch a ball screen, but you got to cut the court this way. This player's got to move in, okay? He can have his right foot parallel to the block right here. Left foot, right foot out, wide stance. So now I'm up, and just forcing this player this way. So now I can stunt. There's no place to go. You're guiding him into a second defender, and I don't have to move my feet inward. I'm just stunting, recovering to the corner. Easy. But instead, you're going to get beat away from gap help. Now this player gets right to the rim for an easy 2. Great switch. I love it. I love switching ball screens. Stop. But you got to cut this player's dribble off here. This player's right in the gap. If you force this player this way, there's no place for him to go. He can even move in a step. Okay? There's no place for him to go. This is literally a wall right there. You're going to let him go this way, away from gap help, and yet again, it's right into the lane for an easy little shot at the rim. If you're this player here, you cannot jog back. I don't care that this is your man. Look at this. Look at this jogging. No, if you were sprinting, now you're here. Now there's no place for this player to go. I can stunt, recover, but instead there's a driving lane that should never be there, so that draws help from someone else. Now this Heat player's got to kind of guard both Celtics players, and they're just going to kick it out, and it's going to lead to an open 3. Bad transition defense right here. Okay, so Boston has this ball. This player here, when the ball's all the way over here, just sprint in a straight line, because that's the quickest way to get back and guarantees that you'll be underneath the ball. Then around the free throw line, you can come over and guard the ball. But when you go down the middle, you guarantee yourself that you're never going to get underneath the ball. This is just a slower route. See, look, he's going straight for the ball, so he's never underneath the ball, and it's a layup. Okay, I don't know what this player's doing, so Jason Tatum's going to airball this jumper. Where are you going? You cannot start to get out in transition until the Heat clear this ball. Stay here. Stay here. Stay here. What is this? The Heat have not cleared this ball. In fact, it looks like the Celtics are getting it. Stay here. Look at this player. He's already out in transition. Oh, wait, the Celtics have the ball. So now there's obviously nobody to guard Tatum, so it forces help and an alley-oop. What is Victor Oladipo doing getting out to this pass? Okay, dribble's picked up, so you should be getting to your man. No gambling, no arms out, just focus on getting to your man. And Victor Oladipo largely does that. But look at this. He's out to his man. Great job. That's a great job. But what is this gamble here? Look at that second gamble, that lunge. So now you're not able to guard one-on-one. Are you kidding me? And now it's an alley-oop. You never backpedal in transition. Look at this player here. You should just be sprinting. Get back as fast as possible so that when you're at the three-point line, now I can guard one-on-one. But nope, this player's going to backpedal. Look at this backpedaling. Stop. If you had sprinted this whole time, you'd already be in position right here. Now you could actually guard the ball one-on-one. But you're just backpedaling. This is the first time you resist this player's drive because you backpedaled the whole way. And now it's just going to lead to an easy layup. Got to communicate in transition. This is when you don't communicate. So right now I'm this player. I'm saying, I got ball. Okay, I got ball. So Jimmy Butler knows I got to find another body to guard. This is not who I'm guarding, right? Cross matches happen all the time in transition. Look at this. Why are two people guarding the ball? Why is Jimmy Butler going to the ball? So that obviously leaves someone open, which is exactly what that is. I don't know what this is. You switch this ball screen, it's fine. Like, you're doing a fine job here. If you're Victor Oladipo, please get underneath this player right here with your back to the baseline. Why on earth are you defending like this? Okay? And then, what just happened here? I have no idea. You want to switch this dribble handoff, that's fine, but stop. If you're out of bio, you're coming up and you're just forcing them this way. You're cutting the court this way. I have multiple gap defenders this way. There's no place for Jason Tatum to go, okay? But instead, you're going to get beat away from any gap help, okay? And now it's right to the rim for a layup. All right, same thing. You switch this ball screen. Where are you getting? Stop. Cut the court this way. There is no place for Jason. You can just be up. You're not on an island. You're guiding Jason Tatum this way, right into these gaps. There's no place for him to go. None. Okay? But instead, again, you're going to get beat away from any gap help, and Jason Tatum's going to be able to fling up a shot, and it goes in as opposed to him meeting a wall of multiple defenders. When you hedge a ball screen, you have to have backside help. That is a non-negotiable. Okay? So we'll back it up. Right here, you see this ball screen getting set. Okay? This player's got to step up. All right? Now, the second Jason Tatum hesitates, right? Look at so this backside defender's up. All right. The second Jason Tatum hesitates, which is right now, I'm recovering back and bumping this player back right now. Okay, but I need that backside defender to be here initially, which he's not, And this player is very slow to get back. Let's take a look at that again. Stop. Okay, Jason Tatum just pulled his dribble back. So right now I'm sprinting back to my man. Now this backside defender should be here, but I should be sprinting back and bumping him back a lot sooner. There is no backside help anyways, so it doesn't even matter. All of this doesn't matter because you have no backside help, and it leads to a dunk. All right, again, so you switch this ball screen. You got to cut the court. Stop right now. I am up, and I'm forcing Jason Tatum this way. This player can move in a little bit. There's no place to go. None. But get up, guide him into that second defender who's in the gaps. But instead, you're just going to sag, and now it's just going to end up being you're on an island now with Jason Tatum. You have no gap help, and it's a step-back three. And where are you getting beat? So the ball gets thrown here. Number one, this player should be immediately dropping beneath the three-point line. You rotate to the ball. You never guard beyond the three-point line away from the ball. Then this player here has got to make sure this player comes this way. I already have a gap defender here, and I should have a second one with this player rotating to the ball. But nope, you're going to get beat baseline. So now this player is able to get as low as he wants to, and it's a two-shot foul. Why is this player here stopping? Jogging, then stopping. No, you are sprinting. Sprint. Sprint, sprint, this way, get underneath the three-point line. See, stop. This player can guard the ball just fine. You need to be here. Now there's literally no place this player can go. He can't go here and he can't go here. But you stop, and now look it. You've just given this player a driving lane he should never have, and it leads to a layup. Wrong side ISO, the easiest types to hedge. This player just needs to come over here. You got to send him into here. This player's got to get up the line. Okay? So on this drive and kick here, this player's here. This player needs to get over here because he's going into the secondary option. This player then just slides here, and this player rotates to this last Celtics player right here. Now, all of these rotations happen in unison on the first kickout pass, but, you know, the Heat are just going to let this player go one-on-one, and it's a predictable two-shot foul. This is the worst gamble ever. If you are P.J. Tucker, back. Give us an extra number on defense. You can be in the gaps now. Look what PJ, this is so infuriating. Look at this. Gamble. Now you're not back. Okay, so now instead of having you back here, we can just send Jaylen Brown into, and it's a one-on-two. It just becomes a one-on-one, and Jaylen Brown's going to get right to the rim and draw a two-shot foul. What is Jimmy Butler doing? Stop. This player's guarding the ball. If you're here, you're still in the gaps. Okay? So this player can stay here. All right? What is this? I have no idea what's going on here. Now, this player's got to step up here and take Jimmy Butler's man for God knows what reason. And now look. Now, again, there's nobody to box this player out. So, yeah, this corner three doesn't go in. But Robert Williams is right there for an offensive rebound. And the Celtics are in the bonus, so he's going to the line shooting two. You can't double the post and expect to rotate just right back out to your man, okay? So you're doubling the post. You're going to double this. Your backside's got to be ready. So right now, this player's got to be sliding over. On this kick-out pass, he rotates here. This player's got to be over here, okay? And then on this rotation, you go to the secondary option. Okay, then the man that doubles the post right here goes here, and this player goes to the corner. But you don't even get this first rotation down. So now Derek White's just going to go right into the lane, draw help, and it's an easy two. There is no reason to foul. Celtics are in the bonus, okay? So Bam Adebayo's sprinting back, okay? There's no reason to follow Jason Tatum here, okay? Just get back yourself. Adebayo's in the gaps. You can't get called for a cheap foul. Boston goes to the line. We have a gap defender coming right here. So you just get back so you can do your best to guard the ball one-on-one and send him into a gap defender here. And if this player wants to sprint back too, then we got two gap defenders on both sides of the court. But this stupid foul right at half court, and Tatum's going to the line. This cannot happen. You cannot let this happen in transition. Right now, stop. Like, you're guarding this player. So before we could see any of you, okay, when this player was at the three-point line, like, you have to be battling as this player comes in. Like now, right when he crosses the three-point line. Initiate contact. Battle for real estate. Look what you let this player do. Look at this. Now he's got you sealed. And now look. Now this three is going to go up, and it doesn't matter if it goes in or not because this player's in prime offensive rebounding position for a putback. Why are you running stupid drop coverage? Oh my God, look at this. You're just giving Jason Tatum the lane. So yeah, no duh, it's a two-shot foul. Okay? So what can I do here? All right? I want to hedge this ball screen. Okay? Hedge it. Push him out. The second he hesitates, picks up his dribble, brings his dribble back, does anything other than continue to attack off of this big who's hedging high's hip, which just pushes him further away from the play, I might add. I can recover. In the meantime, I have backside help right here. This player can sink down, occupy these Celtics players 2 passes away. Okay? And again, I'm going to be able to recover and bump you back very quickly. But instead, let's just give Jason Tatum the lane. And so, of course, it results with him at the foul line. You have to call out this flare. Right now, I'm yelling flare, 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 flare. If I'm this player here whose man is setting this flare. Now, he's going to end up slipping it, but it doesn't matter. If you're PJ Tucker, you've got to get up now and over the top. Okay? Whether it's a flare screen or not. And PJ Tucker isn't being warned of this flare screen because look how he's walking right into the screen, okay? If he knows a flare screen's coming, he's up and over the top and staying with his man. But he walks right into that flare screen before this player slips it, and now this player's able to rip and go right into the lane, 2-shot foul. This is just terrible one-on-one defense. Look at this stop. You're doing fine. You're doing just fine. No need to gamble, but zoom in. Look at this. Look at this horrid gamble right there. Just slide with them. Why are you gambling? So now this player blows right by you, and it's a 2-shot foul. Your man is clearly setting a down screen. What are you doing? You've got to get attached and show with your arms out. So this player has to go out, and this chase can happen. Okay? When you don't show, this player curls. See? This chase has no way of happening now. So now it's a 2-on-1, and you're going to get called for a flagrant foul for undercutting on an alley-oop. All right, we have a strong side ISO here. You can't sag. You just can't sag, okay? If you can't guard one-on-one pressed up, then we need to send a double, okay? And then this player comes here, this player rotates here. This player's up the line, rotates to the secondary option. This player rotates here, this player falls back, okay? If you're going to sag. Okay? You want to sag? You give up an open 3. Down screen. These are stop. What are you doing? Attached. You're attached, but get your arms out. So this player has to go out a little bit, and this chase can happen. When you don't show off of a down screen, this player curls right into an open jumper. Player does a great job being in the gaps and transition. Stop. This player's doing a great job. This player has got to get to a body. We don't need to triple team the ball. Get to a body. Get to a body. Get to a body. Yes, we have an extra number on defense. It's right here. But look at this. They're gonna triple team the ball. Nobody's there to guard this player. Celtics in the bonus, 2 shots. Look at this. There's no ball screen set. There is no ball screen set. If you're this player, just guard one-on-one. Okay? If you get screened, or ball screen defense executes. But there's no ball screen getting set. Look, this player's like feeling out a ball screen that never gets set. So now it's just a wide open 3. There is no need to sag here. Okay, stop. You're guarding the ball. This player needs to drop immediately. Okay? So now this player can angle him, send him this way, nowhere to go. Stunt, recover. But instead, you're going to sag. You're not going to send him anywhere, and it's an open 3. Okay, this player's got to be stop. You got to be sprinting back to the baseline. Because right now I'm up, and I'm sending this player this way where there's no place to go. Stunt, recover. But instead, you're guarding with your back to the sideline and above the 3-point line. Horrible defense away from the ball. So now Jaylen Brown gets to go wherever he wants, and it's a 2-shot foul. All right, you're in stupid drop coverage. You're just giving up a 2-on-1. That's all. So what do you think is going to happen? All right, so let's take a look. It's an easy ball screen to Hedge. They all are easy. Up, push this guard out. The second he hesitates, picks up his dribble, brings his dribble back, does anything other than continue to attack off of this big who's hedging his hip, which just pushes him further away from the play, of course. I can recover. In the meantime, I need backside help. It comes from right here. Okay? Right here. But again, I'm going to be able to recover and bump you back very quickly. But nope, let's just give up a 2-on-1 and give that guard the lane while we're at it. Switching this dribble handoff. Okay, stop. This is your switch right now. You can see this player calling out a switch right now. So this player's got to be speeding up, level to his man, so he's ready to guard right away. This player needs to be getting down right away, okay? But it's too nonchalant on this switch, and it leads to an open 3. See, right here, stop. You got great gap defense here. Right here, look at this player's doing a great job in the gaps. So this is unnecessary. Stay over here so this player doesn't have to help the helper, which is you, okay? This player should be outside this player right here. okay? And this player's here. The gap helps here. This dribble's getting picked up all the way out. You do not need to help at the rim. But look what happens. The gap helps there, okay? This player's just standing in no man's land. This player's going to get hit with a screen because he's trying to help the helper, which is your guy, and it leads to a corner three. Again, the Celtics are in the bonus. If you're Jimmy Butler, stop. All you've got to, don't try and draw a charge. Just get up, send him this way. There's no place for him to go. But you're going to try and draw a charge. It's a blocking foul. Celtics to the line. Okay, so if P.J. Tucker here is sprinting back, not actually jogging back like he's about, look at this jogging. Jogging. No, if you were sprinting the whole time, you're somewhere around here probably. So now Jimmy Butler can get up and send this player this way because we have another extra number on defense. Okay? I mean, he still has this player in the gaps. So Jimmy Butler shouldn't be sagging at all. You're guarding the ball. Get up. I mean, P.J. Tucker wants to jog and loaf back. Fine. Get up. Send this player. This player's got to get over a little bit with his back to the baseline. Send this player this way. No place for him to go. But instead you sag, so you give up a deep three.